make videos and upload it. I don't think anybody's going to be watching it right now, but they will start to come in. So basically my TikTok got banned. I was going to be another TikTok influencer and I was growing amount of following really quickly because of my story. But I basically want to out Priyanka Chopra and sue her for at least $1.5 billion for targeted individual abuse, for her trafficking that she's doing, for being part of the Epstein and all the weird ritual stuff. She's part of the freaking 1% elite. She's dealing with those people. You call them the whatever you want to call these people. And there's people that she knows that I'm not allowed to disclose because they're all part of the Hollywood elite. I'm not going to say that because I don't want my neck to get cut off. So basically, Nick married her because he owed his management $30 million. Okay. He was $30 million in debt for maybe his own stuff. Okay. Again, he's human. He's not perfect. Nobody is. Okay. Um, I may be a little biased because he is also my partner. He's also, that's another story. And I'm going to get into that in a minute. If you guys already heard the first part, yes, I know him because, okay, long story short, in 2019, I found out the Jonas Brothers got together. Him and I were already knew of each other way back. We go way back. Okay. He knows me. He, we weren't close, but we knew each other. And he already knew who I was, but he didn't really know my side of the story and how deep it went with me, for me, until 2019 when they got back together. I reached out, I said, oh, they got married, blah, blah, blah. That's wonderful. I wanted to like her. I thought she was good for him. I was literally so happy. I messaged him about on and off, just for fun. On and off, I would just message him, send him sweet little nothings. And a year and a half later, he messages me back. We connect. She was filming The Matrix 4. She wasn't around. COVID hit. We were all in quarantine. So we were all dealing with a lot of distraction. And he reaches out to me. Okay. This is when Sophie and Joe were still together. Okay. Um, him and I were getting away with so much. Talking. Tells me the story about how this is all PR related and blah, blah, blah. She does drug him a lot. Okay, she gave him forgetful pills, stuff that zombie meds, put him on alcohol, an alcohol line. His management made him do this. She made him do this. She's also under a lot of control because of the people she knows. But they were also controlling that this couple be together, but she was also, I guess, his handler. She was purported to be his handler. So there's a lot of stuff, misinformation people don't know about, okay? Photoshop is really big now. Photoshop, people are not going to know what's real or what's fake anymore, okay? Just like people may not believe this story. All I know in my heart is that me and him are together. I talk every day. We're dealing with stuff every day. Okay, that's between me and him. I will not show that because that's between me and him. Okay. When this stuff comes out, let me get to this point. In about 2 months or so, 3 months, okay? My timeline and prediction that this woman will freaking come out and get in trouble with the law, not only her, but Oprah Winfrey and all these other freaking cockroaches will get caught. Okay, this is the third batch. It's the second batch. The second batch is gonna come out soon. The third batch, like when all of it's down. I think it's in the, like by before September. Mark my words. All of them are gonna be caught. There's not gonna be no more justice for them. They're gonna get their bad justice. There's not gonna be no good. There's not gonna be no safety net for them. Okay, this is where I start to see that the planet is starting to change and wake up. The whole like, oh, I got my star on the Walk of Fame is so, ugh. Like you live just to be famous, for everybody to know your name? Yeah, I get it. You have talent, you made music. And I love I love him, okay? I love them. He knows the difference now, like, of the ego and the microscope he's been under. And since he met me, I've pretty much helped his ego, lowered it, brought him back to earth. And he's known that. He's always been a grounded individual. He's never been up in the air and uppity, but there were times where I had to remind him, look, you're living in this small world. You're a starseed like me. We are both twin flames, soulmate, hybrid twin flames. He knows this. So anyway, we had the talk, we did the deed, all of it. You name it. We did things. But I don't want to talk about it because first of all, I didn't do anything with him until he divorced her. Okay, until I knew that they weren't together. He confirmed it. I said, okay, he already had the papers. They hadn't been together since 2021 or 2022, officially. They already weren't together since 2020. When he reached out to me, they were already separated. Um, so he does have integrity. He's not a cheater. He's not a liar. Okay. One thing I know about this man, my own twin, my own partner, and I've known him. It's like when we met, we've known each other for like ever. But it's not like, oh, yeah, I DM'd him to wish him that, but he already said, I've seen you before several times. Like I ran into you before. You just didn't notice me, and I'm like, oh, okay, because I was already like aware of. Anyway, the whole thing started back for me in 2008, so that's a whole different story. But that's because I was like, oh, I feel this connection, but what do I do with it? Hi there, if you're watching in, I'm telling my story about what happened with Nick and Priyanka, the truth. Um, so fast forward all of these years later, I meet him in 2020. We finally connect because she was filming The Matrix 4. She was drugging him. She locked him under a conservatorship. She told him that he was going to get out of something, or he thought he was going to get out of something. He ended up getting himself into something with her, unintentional, through his drug. You gotta understand, Nick is a vulnerable person. Okay, he's easy. In general, he's an easy person. Um, he doesn't really have limits. I think he needs to learn how to put up boundaries. Again, with me and him, we test each other because we're twin flames. So him and we test each other, and I push him up against a wall because I want him to learn. And I do it out of love, not to hurt him. And he's learning. Like he has to fight these people. He can't be afraid. Oh, you know what they're doing to us too is subliminal abuse. They get a technology and they work with the subliminal mind, like the weak parts of like obviously our fears or doubts or worry, all of that stuff, ego, negative ego, stuff that we're working through. They're using that against us, against him, to keep him there, if that makes any sense. They're using a technology like thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not commit adultery. So of course Nick is vulnerable Nick, who he thinks he's like living the golden rule, and he believes in like you treat others the way you want to be treated. He's really a grounded, stabilized, um, he carries good moral codes. Okay. And I'm not being biased because he's my partner and because I love him. That's just how he is. He is a moral person. So she's trying to fuck up his morals or his beliefs or get him to doubt himself. And she'll use subliminal abuse, technology, subliminal abuse, mind control abuse, all the stuff that they're doing in Hollywood is true. And stuff with technology, drugs, you name it. She's scaring him into like, oh, I'm going to do this to you if you do that. She ties him up. He's told me before. And I've actually seen that before. I'm a remote viewer, so she ties him up. She ties him up at times when they want to punish him. She's his handler. Okay, hi. If you're new here, I'm talking about Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra, my story. So people don't always know the truth about what goes on in Hollywood. And I said, why can't you say anything? Blah blah blah. And he says, well, they have him at G point. G point. You already know what that is. GUN. Okay, I'm gonna spell it out. GUN point. And I don't know. It's kind of like when somebody puts their hand on their neck and they go, and I'm gonna spell it out. KNIFE. You name it. Whatever kind of objects being used at him, his neck or his head. If he came out and said something, she would hurt his family. She would hurt him. She would probably hurt me. They're already trying to do that. Okay, they're already using a technology. Okay, it's something like a bioweapon. It's called psionics, radionics, something else too. There's something worse. It feels really strong and intense. And it's really hard to sleep at night at times. I have to run around to different places, Airbnbs, sleep at different spas, sleep at different places to get into like healing rooms and clay rooms and just to sleep at night. I'm not kidding. Um, I literally got evicted because she was aiming this at my apartment. All right, I'm not gonna say where I lived because I don't want people to know that. And obviously, how do you prove that? I tell my landlord this, and she's looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't expect her to believe me, but I had no freaking idea, no excuse not to. Because things got so bad where I couldn't work. And it followed me. So this stuff does go on in Hollywood. This stuff does go on, and I want her to get caught. And people believe that he's obviously married to her. I'm talking about Nick Jones and Priyanka Chopra. No, he was never with Demi. They photoshopped. He wanted me to tell you all that. They photoshopped his photos. He wanted me to know that. They photoshopped everything. Is photoshopped. Everything is fake. Nothing is real. Okay? It is all for show. And the reason why you all are believing in this, I don't know why. I feel like she put some sort of, I don't know, something out there universally to get people to like her and worship her. It's almost like Josie and the Pussycats. Remember at the end where like Fiona is the coolest thing ever. Everybody likes the Fiona. I feel like she's doing that with this technology, like subliminal, through the music, through her movies. She's got people worshiping her and like liking her, and for what reason? She's not a good person. This woman is pure evil. She's part of the trafficking agenda, Epstein agenda. It needs to get proven for you guys to believe me. But this woman is no good. And this stuff will come out. And that's my story of it, is that we want to get justice. She's abusing him badly. She's microchipped him energetically with AI. She's doing that to both of us. She literally works with his DNA, tries to make him sick. It's called like they work with the epigenetics and they try to do something with AI to fuck up the bloodline, and they get into your DNA and streams and they try to cause like an illness. She tried to do this to him. She got him down the other day. I literally had to go in there and clear it because I know how to do that. I had to go in there and clear it and go in there with me and clear it. Okay. This was some really, really hard stuff that this is some really, really hard stuff that it's hard to talk about because doctors will never believe me. People will never believe me. Okay, not even my own family believes me. Not even his own family will believe it. It's so wildly out there. And it's almost like I want to put this story in a book, yeah, but like I don't want people to think it's fiction. Because it's not. I want to talk about it in a podcast. I do want to get it out there. This is some serious stuff that I don't feel that this woman should have her place in Hollywood. Again, I wanted to like her once upon a time until she got really deep and dirty. And this was not when they were together. They were never in love. This was not even when they were PR together. This was when he told me they were separated. We're done. He didn't want nothing to do with it. He went on and started talking to me. Okay, this is what happened. And he's following me on a different account. He follows my TikTok and he follows my YouTube. He supports me, and that's what I love about him. And I know he's listening. I know you're listening. And I love you. I'm tired of this shit, Nick. You do have to say something. I'm sorry, but you do. You have to dig up. No, he does listen at times. And I wish I could, I just, it's not even about you. It's not even about him that I want to prove the world to. It's the fact that, yeah, she's doing this to us. She's doing this to him. I want him to get the justice. I want us both to get the justice. And then to live our lives normally. I'm not here for freaking fame. I don't want that. I ran away from TikTok because of that. There's so much people like down my throat because, I just didn't want that kind of publicity. It was just a lot. I was like, I can't understand how you're so freaking bad. How the heck do you have so many people thinking about you, talking about you 24/7 when you're trying to sleep or go to the bathroom, like take a shit? Like to me, that's weird. You know what I mean? I don't know. You're trying to have a peaceful rest, and there's some sort of gossip happening in the world about you. I don't know. or some freaking creep crushing on you. It's weird. It's weird. Um, but anyway, he's used to it, and I think he just lives his life that way. Um, so anyway, I am going to end this live right now. I just, again, you gotta pray for this guy. He's under so much. She's tried to fuck him up so many times. Britney Spears with drugs. I mean, I'm sorry, but I love Miley. I care for her as a person. Because we both have the same. We both loved the same. I say loved because she's not in love with him anymore, but she still cares for him. We both have love. I'm in love with him. We both have the same. Um, should I say love interest? Has she had the same love interest, and I do. We both share a person in common, and I feel like I could see why we both fell for him. Um, and she knows me indirectly. Okay, she's like an acquaintance right now. I'm not gonna say I'm buddy buddy with her because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know her personally. She doesn't never met me personally, but we met each other indirectly through Instagram or whatnot. And um, I know she gets my messages and she's like smiling because I know she knows he told her about me, but like obviously because of who she is, she's not allowed to just be randomly, hey, it's just weird. So I feel like that's an inside thing. I have to wait till like all this stuff comes out with Pryianka for her to, I don't know, wish me and him like something, something. And if we did hang out, it would just be private between me and Nick, because anyway, I feel like she's one of his best friends, so I respect her and you know what I mean, that type of thing. And I think there's that respect there. She's kind of like, oh, cool. It's kind of like, not that I really need anybody's blessing, but it's kind of like she likes me enough from what I was told that I guess I have her blessing to date him, but not like she cares. Hi there, if you're welcome in. I'm talking about the Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra thing. My story and my side of it. I did have a TikTok. It got taken down because I was saying way too much truth on Priyanka Chopra, and my TikTok got banned because I was a big TikToker talking about this, and people, well, not big, but I had some followers where people were listening and following me. But anyway, um, some people were coming in and out of here, so I just kind of want to clear the air of that. And yeah, the drugging was really bad. Like the subliminal, the talk, it's really, really bad. There was one point where she was literally just trying to fuck up his mind so bad that he just couldn't function. And thank God for me and my healing gift, I was able to bring him back and to keep him. This is why he kind of looks somewhat there. But he's also kind of not. He's really moody because of the drugs they put him on. So he does come off like that, yes. And I know how to balance him back up. I correct it. And now he's fine. Um, but we need justice. We need your help. We are a twin flame couple. And we are a very powerful twin flame couple. And I just want justice for him. I really love him. I love this man with all my heart. I don't care who he was. Even if he was a boy in Jersey. In fact, before they had their title, like, honey, it's always been you. It's been you before the stars. It's been you in all the other lifetimes. And we've had Egyptian lifetimes together. And I loved you and I will always love you. And you're mine. All right. You guys have a good night. I just want to clear the air with that. If you have any questions, you can comment them down below. I really want to be more vocal about this. She needs to get caught. If anybody knows where to report this and how to, I think I've hit every nail. I think they're, at this point, they're just waiting, which is unfair to me because I shouldn't have to wait. If I'm suffering this bad, why should I have to wait? Anyway, you guys have a good night, evening, or morning, wherever you are.